Was that one okay?
No.
We're not sure if MD's actually had to apologise for their video before they actually show it on YouTube before, are we?
No, I don't think so.
I think what happened was we saw people subscribe and we were extremely grateful for that, and that's amazing. Yes. We never expected that, and I know that's a cliche, but we really didn't. So we thought we'd better be proper vloggers, didn't we?
Yeah.
We made notes and everything. I mean, we did bullet points and we had locations and we went round and we did it, and we thought, this is great, plenty of here we are here and this is how we do this, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then typical us, we got back and we thought, well, we've cracked that, so we'll chill out for a while. And then we actually watched what we'd done, and we were horrified, weren't we? You could have given the camera a pair of monkeys and it would have been better, I think. It was pretty stressful as well, wasn't it? I mean, look at us, we've only made 3 videos, we're only 35 years old. So this video is a mix of the stuff that we shot when we were trying to be vloggers, which I've only managed to rescue by leaving the inept bits in. And then us tending to go back to what we do. Yeah. Here it is. We'll pick you up after the sleeping and the awning scene. You'll know it when you see it. We'll pick you up after that. So here we go. Good luck. Oh man. Apparently we start a day with me looking like I've been struck by lightning. So Rhoda's already gone off for her shower and she was muttering something about still having some pride left. That is chronic though, isn't it? So we're back and the tea marathon has begun. This is not going well. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. The Reverend I Am Jolly here. Is that you gone, is it? Take 27. Okay. This battery's going to run out. So we're back and the tea marathon has begun.
Brian does most of the cooking, but I always cook breakfast. After breakfast, we sometimes sit and talk about how lucky we are to be spending this time together.
But in reality, we're 2 people stuck together for weeks at a time in something the size of a broom cupboard. So mostly we swap passive-aggressive insults until one of us cracks. Then Rona normally asks me to exit the van so she can get on with all the little chores that campers always have to do. So I think like most people, we take the fitted carpets out the van. A lot of people put a runner in, but we prefer these little washable mats because they can be taken out and beaten quite easily. So for some reason, after we've been away for a couple of weeks, Rona seems to like to beat our mats every day. And once it warms up a bit, we head for the supermarket.
And sometimes we go for a romantic walk along the beach.
These stones would be perfect if only they had holes in them.
You can drill holes in them when you get home.
Right, that's a great idea. Your brief's changed. We're looking for any stones this size and shape, and they don't have to have a... Yesterday I wanted to buy handkerchiefs, you know, like pocket squares, because I thought it would be funny to be on the beach with the trousers rolled up to the knees and the knotted hankies in the head, you know. And as soon as I said handkerchief to Rona, she said, no chance. That's what you get for being married for 35 years. That's what you get for being married for 40 years. On the way to the supermarket, we stop off and do 5 minutes on each of these exercise machines you often see in Spain.
That's actually hard to do.
Coordinated. Nah, just kidding. This is our pace now. But we did once go to a gym.
We didn't.
We did go to a gym once. So this is day 2 of the video that we were going to shoot in one day, because apparently we can't concentrate on anything for more than 2 hours at a time now. So this is a little segment from yesterday why we very succinctly, I think, explain why we stopped shooting yesterday. Rona feels we got a bit sidetracked, but I'm not so sure. So we tried the cinematic blurry background, but we seem to have got it back to front, but our towels are absolutely pin sharp. Also we used the radio mics to try and improve the audio, but somehow we've managed to pick up a pile driver that was working about a mile away. Right, so what you have to do is watch this bit and then it'll cut back to today, but it'll be today at the same time as it was yesterday. Ron, even I'm confused now.
If we weren't married, you'd be dumped.
That shade pole. Is it like the Mask Adventure?
Masked Adventure. No.
Mask.
Zorro.
Masked Adventure.
Zorro.
Oh, there's Zorro. I'll be Zorro, aye. So it looks like we're going to have to continue tomorrow because we'd overestimated my level of willpower, hadn't we?
Mm-hmm. Breaking strain of a twig.
Yep. And we've got the old Spanish lifestyle to consider, which after all is why we're here, isn't it? So same video, but we'll pick up tomorrow just before lunch, which is where it is now, doesn't it? And maybe do a wee Ramoska recipe.
Yeah.
And
as long as you don't want me to cook.
And I'll, that'd blow my mind, that. What was the theme tune to the Lone Ranger?
It was Zorro, I said.
Oh, was it? I'd rather be the Lone Ranger. You're pigeonholing me here.
I don't think the Lone Ranger had a mask like that shadow across your eyes.
Lone Ranger and Tonto, wasn't it?
Aye, but that is definitely Zorro.
You think? Okay. A Zorro who can't get his mask on straight. Do you think there's a prize for the worst vloggers ever? That's the other thing. This is... I'll try and organise my thoughts before I open my gob. What?
That'd be good.
What was Zorro's sidekick?
Zorro didn't have a sidekick, did he?
I think Zeta Jones, as far as I remember.
Oh, that wasn't the up-to-date one.
No, it was, aye. Yeah.
She's not that old.
Well, you need a sidekick. Can't be Zorro if there's no sidekick.
No, that's true.
Where do you fit in?
But there definitely was Zorro that had the black thingy and was tied at the back.
So this is a high-octane lifestyle of the long stay in Spain, isn't it?
Yep. It's a hard life being us.
Well, I've said that many a time.
Aye.
So I think every camper knows that Ramoska, I mean, originated in Czechoslovakia. We buy them in Lakeland in the UK. Heating elements in the lids, no heat settings, it's either on or off. We have the standard version, which is perfect for 2 people. This is the simplest recipe we do. It's so simple, it's ridiculous. But I'll tell you about all the little variations we tried that didn't work and the various other things that we've tried that do work. So I've already cut up the vegetables where it's 2 parsnips and 2 carrots for 2 people, a bit of salt and pepper, a bit of olive oil and give it a good rummel up and that's it. Now I've tried putting stock in, I've tried putting soup in, but one day we went camping and forgot all that, so I only had olive oil and that turned out to be the best of the lot. It really brings out the taste of the vegetables. Now at home I would put on say 4 bone-in, skin-on chicken breasts. One of the great things about the Ramoska, if you put something like that on top of the vegetables, the heat is so direct it will brown them. Here we've got these chicken thighs that have been opened up in Spain and they're absolutely fantastic. So all we do is lay them on top and quite a lot of smoked paprika. You don't need to be shy with that. Slam the lid on. Now it's probably cooked in 40 minutes, but we tend to cook it for an hour. Now our food is usually burnt to a crisp, but you know, we've always got time for that second beer then. Nah, just kidding. We do cook it all for an hour and it's fine. Now, we've done the same thing with pork chops, lamb chops, sausages, all that type of thing we usually do turn for the last 15 minutes. The key thing being that as long as the meat's on top of the vegetables, the Ramoska will brown it up and it does it very well. A lot of people will tell you that roast chicken in the Ramoska is the best roast chicken they've ever tasted. And I suspect, although it's not a pressure cooker, I think there may be just a tiny little bit of pressure in there. So it really cooks vegetables and chicken very well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I think the next recipe we'll do will be our take on the Scottish mince and tatties, eh? Yeah. But that's even a dual purpose one because we've got another couple of ingredients. It's actually a bolognese sauce that you can use in pasta. Second beer, see? Told you. So Rona and I know the importance of staying fit at our age. So after lunch, Rona hits the exercise machines and I limber up for my quick 10k. Was that one okay?
No.
So Rona and I know that so we think that was just a crazy mix of us trying to be proper vloggers and you know, doing our normal stuff, which is just having a laugh and
It's just being us, really.
just talking rubbish, really, you know. But that really is what a day's like, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
We get up in the morning, have a cup of tea, wait for, or a few cups of tea.
A few cups of tea, yes.
Wait for the temperature to come up. Find different ways to walk to the supermarket.
Yep.
The long Spanish lunch is really because in January you've only got that few hours where the temperatures are really high.
Yes.
Well, not, you know,
Well,
good enough, eh?
Yeah, because it cools down so quickly
Yeah, in the evening.
in the evening.
Warms up about 11 AM, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe 3, 4 in the afternoon, 4 o'clock.
But 4.
Yeah, it starts to die away.
Yeah.
But the benefit of that is that you can, it cools down fast in the evening, so it's nice and cool to sleep. And we've just got DVDs and we've downloaded stuff onto a higher capacity iPad that we bought deliberately, you know. We did find the first time we came that we didn't know that. We were tourers, weren't we?
Yes.
And we're so glad that the campsite had a little sort of video library and a book swap, you know. And it's enjoyable, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just chill out and watch that, and we're in bed by 9 o'clock. Now that might sound really boring, but what we find is you get into this sort of Zen state, don't you?
Yes,
I think it's the way your mind's supposed to work, isn't it?
yeah.
You know, it's very calming, and you start to think about things in a more rational way, I think, don't you? It's almost like therapy.
You don't rush.
You don't rush, you know. Now, we're not quite ready for the pipe and slippers completely yet, so, you know, a lot of people stay in one site for 90 days. So we're doing 35 days here, and then we'll go up the coast for about 17,
Yeah.
where you don't get long stay rates, obviously, in 17 days. But it's a little bit more lively. And we find the contrast is great, don't we?
Yes.
That's really good for us, this sort of quiet Zen state. And then when you get up there and you're going to a more lively place, it's just like, wow, isn't it?
Yes.
You know?
There's more places to go.
Yeah, but you're ready for it,
You're
aren't
ready
you?
for it, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds strange, doesn't it? I think my grandfather used to say it's like banging your head against a wall because it's great when you stop.
The thing is when you're winter long stay, you can just go and wander through the streets, and you never know what you're going to find.
That's right, it's all part of the Zen long stay
Yeah.
thing, isn't it? You know, you've got time in your hands, you're not thinking about where you're going next or visiting a tourist attraction, or you can just come out and do this, you wander around, and I don't know, it just does something to your mind. But the other countries are great, we love every country, you know, and the people are great and all that. They are, you know, no doubt about it. But Spain is the one we love.
Yes, definitely.
You know, the people, everything, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one guy who lives in Spain told me once, he said, the best thing about the Spanish is they don't give a monkeys, and the worst thing about the Spanish is they don't give a monkeys.
That's right.
You know? And that's kind of true, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're just fantastic people.
Yeah.
You see the slower pace of life, everyone's just...
It's lovely.
great. I know we're kind of gushing about Spain here, but we mean it, you know?
Yeah.
So that wee walk has settled us down a bit, isn't it?
Aye, definitely.
Yeah, we've remembered what we're here for, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think we're just trying to make videos to make our kids and our grandkids laugh a bit, but also drop a few breadcrumbs, you know, when they get old enough to do this stuff. Maybe a few wee ideas, and for anybody else that wants to watch, we're very grateful for people that subscribe.
Yes.
If we see this as an 8 to 10 year project, because it's going to be our picture box, our box of pictures, isn't it?
Yeah.
Both here, when we're here, and back in the Highlands, which we obviously know inside out. That might be a wee bit different. But I'll tell you what, see the people that do this properly, the people that are good at it, deserve a medal, don't they?
They're good.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't think that camper vibe girls wake up in the middle of the night thinking, oh my God, what have we done? Eh?
No.
At one point you said to me, that's another fine mess you've got us into, didn't you?
Yep.
And, oh yeah, speaking of grandkids, we want to say hello to Cleo and Charlie and Joey. And we'll be home in a while.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. And we're looking forward to, well, look, we do look forward to coming back, don't
Yes. Yes.
we? Yeah, we do.
Yes.
And that's part of it. I mean, life's about contrast, isn't it?
Yes.
And we find the contrast is good as well. I mean, if you flatline too much, you know, things are too smooth. Well, I do. I get agitated,
you get
don't
bored.
I get bored,
You get
easily
far
bored.
too easily.
Yeah. Then things get a bit fraught, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Come up with all these mad ideas. You know, we thought that the earlier bit was so bad, I got it in my head I was going to go into one of the shops and buy the skies and pretend there was somebody else for a while. No,
And I've got to live with this.
oh, seriously, you know. Anyway, see you next week. I think we'll do something that we were going to say we'll do something like the 10 most useful things we have, and then we thought we don't even know if there is 10.
I don't know.
So we haven't even thought that through. But we'll do something. Aye, but it'll be in a more relaxed kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that was relaxed, and we just think it wasn't.
Yeah, maybe it was.
I don't know. Maybe it was. Who knows? You know. Maybe if anybody's that interested, you can let us know. All right, and take care, everybody. See you later.